if you want a report emailed to you, sign that sheet before you leave, and we'll email you one, or you can come to the town clerk's office and get a copy of the audit. We'll start the meeting. I'll call this the East Windsor 2015 annual meeting to order, and we'll start by saying a pledge of allegiance to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First, I'd like to call the meeting to order. It is 7:31 on December 29th, and the first order of business is to elect the moderator. So I'll take nomination.
I'll nominate.
You want to nominate Bob Maynard. Okay, any other nominations?
I'll second that nomination.
Thank you.
Make a motion to nominate people.
You have to say their names because even though I know you,
Okay.
Richard St. Pepin Jr.
Oh,
It's gonna be so
Say it louder.
I didn't hear that.
Paul Anderson.
I know you.
No, it's okay.
All these people.
I'll admit it.
Forget people's names.
Sorry. All right, are there any other nominations?
There's a motion to close
Motion to
nominations.
Close the nominations.
You made that motion.
No.
I'll second that. Denise Menard.
Okay. All those, any discussion? All those in favor of closing the nominations, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. All those in favor of Bob Maynard, moderating this meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. First order of business will be to read the legal notice that was put in the paper. It says the legal voters of the town of East Windsor. Oh, you're going to do it. Okay.
Town of East Windsor Public Town Meeting Notice. The legal voters of the town of East Windsor are hereby warned that a town meeting will be held at the Town Hall, 11 Rice Street, Broadbrook, Connecticut, on Tuesday, December 29th, 2015, at 7:30 p.m. for the following. Number 1, to consider and act upon a resolution that the reports of the selectmen, town treasurer, and other town officers be accepted as printed, errors and omissions accepted. Number 2, to consider and act upon a resolution authorizing and empowering the first selectman and town treasurer to borrow from time to time on behalf of and in the name of the town for the purpose of meeting current expenses until the tax monies are available, and to issue notes for same, and to determine the amount of such notes, and to execute, sell, and deliver the same. Number 3, to consider and act upon a resolution authorizing the selectmen as provided in Chapter 240, Part 11A of the General Statutes of the State of Connecticut, revision of 1959, and as amended, to enter into any and all agreements with the Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Transportation relative to the expenditure of any unexpended balance of highway funds allotment due to the town on July 1st, 2016, and to enter into an agreement with said Commissioner concerning the expenditure of said allotment. Number 4, to consider and act upon a resolution authorizing the transfer by the town of real property located along the northern boundary of Reservoir Road, formerly known as Ellington Road, to the East Windsor Housing Authority. Number 5, consider and act upon repealing the existing ordinance concerning local property tax relief for certain older adults or permanently and totally disabled, and replace it with ordinance concerning local property tax relief for certain homeowners age 65 or over Deputy First Selectman, Jason Bowden, Selectman, Steve Dearborn, Selectman, Dale Nelson, Selectman.
Okay, now I'll read the statement of eligibility to vote. Any town meeting other than a regular or special town election, or any meeting of any fire, sewer, or school district, or other municipal subdivision of any town incorporated by any special act, any person who is elector of such town may vote, any citizen of the United States of age 18 years or more who jointly or severally is liable to the town, district, or subdivision for taxes assessed against him on an asset not less than $1,000 on the last completed grand list of such town, district, or subdivision, or who is liable, if not entitled, to the exemption under Connecticut State Statute Subdivision 17, 19, 22, 23, 24, and 26 of Section 12-D1 may vote unless restricted by provisions of any special act relating to such town, district, or subdivision. Okay, now we can start our business. Who has the first item? Kathy? Kathy Simonelli. Oh, you have to say it.
Kathy Simonelli, okay. To consider and act upon a resolution that the reports of the selectmen, town treasurer, and other town officers be accepted as printed, errors and omissions accepted, and move the foregoing resolution be adopted. I'll second that, Dale Nelson.
Okay, is there any discussion on that resolution? Hearing no discussion, we'll vote on it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Now we'll go on to the second item.
Sharon Tripp, 76 Windsor Road. To consider and act upon a resolution authorizing and empowering the first selectman and town treasurer to borrow from time to time on behalf of and in the name of the town for the purpose of meeting current expenses until the tax monies are available, and to issue notes for same, and to determine the amount of such notes, and to execute, sell, and deliver same. I move the foregoing resolution be adopted. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Third item.
Dale Nelson. Item number 3, to consider and act upon a resolution authorizing the selectmen as provided in chapter 240, part 11A of the general state statute of the state of Connecticut, revision of 1959 and as amended, to enter into any and all agreements with the Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Transportation relative to the expenditure of any unexpended balance of highway fund allotment due to the town on July 1st, 2016, and to enter into an agreement with the said Commissioner during the expenditure of said allotment.
Second.
I have a question.
Okay, discussion.
In the published, number 3, it says allotment due to the town on July 1st, 2015. In my motion, it says due to the town July 1st, 2016.
Where does it say 15? On both lines say 16.
Notices.
Okay, yes.
Was this one revised?
Yeah, this one doesn't have the signatures on it.
Okay. Good, I'm glad, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
I didn't think patience was missing that. No.
It was.
Okay. So, any more discussion on item number 3? So we'll vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
consider and act upon a resolution authorizing the transfer by the town of real property located along the northern boundary of Reservoir Road, formerly known as Ellington Road, to the East Windsor Housing Authority. I move the foregoing resolution be adopted.
Second?
Okay, any discussion?
Yes, I'd like to say something.
Okay,
My name is Viola Andrews. I'm president of our tenant association at Park Hill. And a lot of my tenants asked me to write a letter concerning the transfer. So here it is. As president of the Park Hill Tenant Association, I have been asked to speak for many of our tenants regarding the transfer of the deed for the 7 acres. Many of us feel there is a definite need for more affordable housing for the elderly, the handicapped, and our veterans. We also feel this housing should have some kind of assisted living. We have many tenants that have helped during the day, but have no one to help if something happens at night. These tenants are unable to do for themselves and suffer many falls. These people need a home that they can feel safe in. We also feel this extra housing will be more income and may help us from getting rent increases that many of us can't afford. Please give our housing authority the opportunity to develop the additional affordable housing so desperately needed. Thank you.
thank you, Viola. Is there any further discussion? Yes.
I was asked by our executive director to read a note that I wrote. My name is Cherie Martin, that's CherieMartyn. Don't blame me, my father named me. To whom it may concern, as a 13 years and counting resident of East Windsor Housing Authority, it is my belief that it would serve our community well to build more affordable housing for the elderly and the disabled. Transferring the deed for the 7 acres adjacent to Park Hill would be one of the greatest acts of altruism in Broadbrook's history. Sincerely, Cherie Martin.
Thank you. Is there any additional discussion? Yes.
Sandra Rauschenbach, I live at 7 Reservoir Ave. I'm not opposed to the senior center or anything like that. My property butts up to it, and I'd just like to be included in how it's going to be built, lighting, just be inputted on what's going to happen. I'm used to an open field for many years, so, you know, I'm used to being pushed back to Park Hill, but now it's where's the light's gonna be into my bedroom, things like that. Just, I'd like to know more information. I wanna know what's coming up, if that's available. I'm not against this. I want it to be there, but I'd like to, know how it's going to be built, where the buildings are gonna be put, where water's gonna be, sewer, things that could affect my property.
This is kind of premature to.
I didn't know, I just
Yeah,
heard it was
and
coming up.
I'm not really in the best position, but to answer that, it will be developed by the housing authority. It's dependent on grants, probably by the federal government, so it's going to take several years to come to that point where we're even considering. We haven't made plans yet, so definitely, I'm sure you'll be notified, but stay in touch with, and John is president of the housing authority, so.
Everything will go through planning and zoning. You'll have plenty of opportunity.
I want to be a part of it.
No, it's a good question. Everything goes through planning and zoning.
There's only two houses that butt up. It's not like we're going to be against it or anything, but we'd like to be included in it.
I think you make a good point, Mary. I think it's
I'm not going anywhere.
additional discussion.
Dick Beckham, one thing to reiterate what John says, zoning regulations, the zero light output is going to splash onto your property. It's in the zoning regs.
Okay.
And again, like John says, feel free to start attending when they finally get that far.
Okay.
The comments will definitely be acceptable.
Any further discussion? Okay, hearing no further discussion, we'll vote on this. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, moving on to item number 5.
replace it with an ordinance concerning local property tax relief for certain homeowners age 65 or over or permanently and totally disabled. I so move the foregoing resolution.
Second,
I'll second that motion.
any discussion?
Jason's been working on that for a long time. It's,
Like 8 years.
yeah, I remember, between the Board of Finance and the Board of Tourism, so I give Jason a lot of kudos for his ability to stick with it and get this done for the town.
I have a question. For those members that are of veteran status and may have a disability of percentage as defined by the DOD or the VA, it says permanently disabled. Is there a percentage in there for a threshold? I.e. permanently disabled could be 10%, could be 100%.
Yes, Jason?
Through the chair, I believe that the verbiage is specific where it talks about a permanent disability. I don't believe that it factors in a percentage disability, but that's something that over time, if we see a need for,
Okay.
I would be more than willing to work with whoever to bring that back as an additional amendment after this passes.
That's fine. I just want to know if there's for our veterans in town or those that are coming back that have some level of disability as defined.
It really mirrors the state circuit breaker program for, it's a property tax relief program that the state offers, and it very closely mirrors what the parameters and the guidelines for that are. I don't know, I'm not willing to say that it does consider a permanent disability on a percentage basis, but again, I'm happy to work with you down the road.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, passes. Moving on to item number 6. Does anybody have item number 6? Okay, this is fix the,
Richard P. Pippin, 37 Wall Road. Item number 6, to consider and act upon approving a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $54,000 to repair the Public Works garage roof. I move the foregoing resolution be adopted.
Second.
any discussion? Any no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Move to adjourn?
Second.